I say.
And we're now live. Hello, everyone. First day
Day
of
one.
the Web Summit.
Hey.
Yes,
Day 1 of 50. Fantastic.
we're just getting started.
I mean,
Yeah.
5.
Hard
You know,
work, innit, Jacoby? Hard work, mate.
Jacoby, I don't know why you seem so fresh. Maybe it's because you did like 0 sessions today. You did 1 and I had to help.
okay,
There's a
let's
dry
not
one.
go there. We're talking about Web Agency Summit.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Tomorrow is Jacoby's day for sure. Packed
Nice.
with hosting duties, up and down. That's great.
Awesome.
Back to back.
Back to
I
back.
can't
How
believe
was
much
the,
they're
networking
fighting.
lounge?
Steph and I never used to fight like this.
Never.
Never.
We've got. How was the networking lounge, Andrew?
Yeah, good. I got a sign up, and I've got a booked appointment, an onboarding meeting, and had a nice chat with Rocket.net in their little lounge, and met up with Mark Westgard, talked to Jessica Frick from Press, one of our sponsors.
Jess?
I've been around, baby. I've been
These
around.
are some good peeps.
Wait, so you're telling me
Yeah.
that everyone who signed up can talk to the CEO of Rocket.net?
Yeah.
Well,
Just come
yeah,
into their booth.
and the CTO and Brad. I don't know what Brad's position is, but yeah, they can. Everybody that goes into the booth can talk to like the COO of Pressable. Everybody. It's so. That's the thing about this summit is we're making people accessible, which is great, right? It's crazy,
Accessibility is huge this year.
isn't it? Though.
Well, that's a
Right
different
on brand.
accessibility, but you're still 100% right. That's why it's like 10 hours later and I'm still drinking coffee.
Yeah, me too.
By the
This
way,
is about my
speaking of
10th.
coffee, I forgot to show you my Jacoby mug, guys.
Oh,
this one.
nice.
One. Nice.
In honor of my curly mustachioed friend.
Merci, Stephanie.
Okay, let's start with the program. What are we doing here today? So over the upcoming hour, we're going to go through and summarize the day. What I'm hoping to get from this is a roundup of all of the gold nuggets that people have dropped throughout the day in all of the different sessions. We had some incredible sessions today from GoDaddy to WP Engine, American Eagle, and many other folks that we're going to go through together. And all the replays are up right now within the Summit platform.
Wow.
So if you want to watch in real time, or not in real time, but like a few hours after it was presented, you're invited to come in.
They're still
and,
hot. Like they're still warm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right off the press. Yes.
Right off
And
fresh
yeah.
out of the oven.
It's like chocolate chip cookies. You can still just smell them.
So good when they're so warm. Yeah.
And we're also going to be raffling for the very first time our agency fund. And so every day for the next 5 days, we're going to be raffling out free money. What, how could this get better?
Why can't we get a drone or an iPad or what? You know why? Because now you can buy whatever you want. You don't have to have, it's not branded swag. Nobody, no offense, but we don't want Adarim t-shirts. We want cash. So give the people what they want.
Exactly that. So we created for the first time the agency fund. We have $5,000 to give away throughout this coming week. And really, the reason why we're doing this is we're trying to make sure that every day you come in, you invest in yourself, and so we invest in you. So if you stick around for the day and kind of show up here to the wrap up in the chat, let me see some folks in the chat dropping some comments here. I can see some conversations. Nice to see Andrew. Andrew, you're getting some compliments here. Dave, we made it. Day one is done. Well done, Dave, for sure. First day flew by. So many great sessions. Really cool to see all of those comments. So keep them coming. And towards the end of this session, we're going to be raffling off $500 for everyone that already applied. If you don't know how to, just go into the Summit platform, summit.adarim.io, summit.adarim.io. You always have to say it twice because then it sticks. You know, that's like
Wait, no, you didn't do the right pacing though, Andrew. Yeah. Teach him how to do the
radio. Yeah,
how you do it twice. Yeah, the radio twice. Is your internet lagging or is your brain lagging? What's happening right now?
Server response time.
My brain lagging. So no, it's adarim.io/summit.
Yeah, that's also the one. Summit. Also summit.adarim.io, but they both are right.
That's the only one I did.
Never mind. There. Andrew just got busted not paying attention.
Yeah. So when you go inside the platform, you'll see in the header there is literally a crown with the label "Win $5,000." Click on that, and you're going to be asked to reiterate your emails and your website for the agency website, so we can share it. And if you win, we're going to show your agency website here on the roundup and give you a bit of a plug. Plus, you get $500 on the final day. It's $2,500. So $2,500 on Friday. It's crazy that we can even do that, but this is a great way for us to kind of make sure that we all come in for this coming week, but also to share the love. You know, we have a bunch of awesome sponsors that allow us to do this kind of stuff, so it's exciting.
Yeah, these folks in the chat, Andrew, they're missing you because you haven't been at our Thursday night hangout, which we do. The focus on your biz group, and so it's good. That's nice that they're there representing.
It's because I've got a job and I've actually got to do some work. That's what it is.
Oh man.
Once in 65 years is, I think you've done well for yourself, Andrew.
We've got a friend in the.
Yes,
so I'm going to bring Nico
in 1 minute. I just want to thank you, my co-host for the day, Robert and Stephanie, and I want to welcome back to the stage Andrew Palmer, who has been hosting the summit alongside you, Stephanie, and myself for the previous 3 years. Jacoby, you still have your gig, don't worry, you're still on here for the rest of the event. And Andrew is hanging out in the networking lounge, so this is a great opportunity to let everyone know that go there. Meet other people. This the networking lounge historically has been a very unique place to expand your network, and some really cool stuff has happened there throughout the years. So come in, with your hand forward and your camera on, and get to know other folks from the community. It's a great opportunity.
It's the cheapest way to get to WordCamp Asia, WordCamp Europe, or WordCamp US ever.
You just get everybody right there. And you can be doing it without pants on. This is the only way to meet all these people without pants on.
Yeah.
Steph, you want to let us know something?
Jacoby, I just saw you censor yourself so hard, and I'm proud of you. Like there's a little smoke started coming out. Did you see it? Now he's turning purple.
Almost popped from the top. Yeah.
All right, where do we start? Let's take it from the top.
Well, let's take it from the end, because we're going to bring Nico in, who just delivered an awesome session. What's up, Nico?
Nico.
You're muted.
You're muted, Nico.
I don't think we can hear you. Yeah, you're muted.
Yeah, I can unmute you.
There you go. Okay.
There it is.
You miss my funky Italian accent so much.
We did.
Hi, guys. Hi, Vito. Hi, Robert. Nice to meet you. I already met Andrew at the CloudFest. And also Andrew is the reason why Qbox Mail is a sponsor.
That's awesome.
The event. Yeah. We have a nice chat.
Oh, man. We're never going to hear the end of it.
Here we are.
It's
first of all, thank you for
magic happens at CloudFest. And yes, I did see Qbox as well there.
And Robert, what also happened at the CloudFest? A very cool performance by Vito. That was nice.
Oh yes,
that was nice.
The Lords of Uptime.
Yes. Well, once a year we get to go on stage with a few friends from the Cloud Space at CloudFest and rock out for an hour in front of our friends, which is awesome every year. It's the highlight of CloudFest, and that's a hard ask, because it's a great event.
In front of your closest 7,000 friends.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's crazy.
Nico,
It's
thank you for
crazy that,
sponsoring. I hope that you're enjoying it's the first time that you're joining us at the summit. And so how was the session? How is it going for you so far?
It was, I believe, a very good session because it was on the flow. I haven't tried. I just went with the flow and it went pretty good, I guess. I mean, yeah.
There was that one point where you were trying to get me to come in and I didn't. But other than that, it was great.
Yeah, it's.
I showed up very soon after.
Oh yeah.
Mere minutes later.
I was supposed to come the sponsor now. No, okay, let's keep going. Let's play. Yeah,
it's live broadcasting to you right now.
Yeah, and yeah, hopefully now that some of the attendees have seen and hopefully understood who Box Mail is, hope they come to our booth. We have a lot more to share, a lot more to tell to the web agencies, which are our luck. Like Qbox Mail would not exist without web agencies.
That's awesome. And I love that concept of creating that as an additional service, building recurrent revenue off the back of email services is a super smart move because every business has email. Sometimes I even spoke to hosts that from their perspective, they want to sell the domain and get the person in an email package straight away. That's the longest lifetime value that you're going to get out of the customer. So it's definitely a smart move to bring it into the agency.
As we say, from headache to revenue. So email management from an headache to a revenue. That's what
I feel like that's better in Italian. I don't know. It might. Say it in Italian. Say it in Italian.
You want me to say it in Italian?
Yeah.
Ok,
sì.
da mal di testa a una nuova fonte di guadagno.
See?
We've now had our fish called Wanda moment. Yeah, that's it.
Way better. Way better like that.
So we're gonna start.
Yeah, I really did enjoy your talk, though. I have been, I think that email is one of those things where there's not. I'm not a big no person. I like to do what people want because then they pay me for it. And to say, but email comes up, and I'm like, I'll set you up with Google Workspace, and that's it. That's all you get, and just that one setup fee. So it really opened up and my eyes to see that there is a service out there that could be
opportunity.
A way to add some recurring revenue and to capture that from email that I've been just sort of throwing away, I guess.
Yeah, that's very cool. And I can already see that the replay is live. So our team's super efficient. The talk ended 15 minutes ago, and it's already sitting here. And you can watch it if you want to see Nico's talk here about white label email management made easy for web agencies. And let's talk about some of the other sections.
Can we talk about that thumbnail for a second?
I've noticed something about the automated thumbnails. They're a little too automated.
These ones, yeah. We're gonna get to the thumbnails. First, we get the content out. Then
I would love to hanging out with you, but it's 11:15 here in Italy, 11:15 p.m. and I haven't had dinner yet. No.
Yep, I knew it.
I'm kind of starving, so I'm going to have something to
make
eat.
A little carbonara.
Oh, yes, man, probably tonight. It's very late, but yeah, probably tomorrow at lunch. Okay.
It was great to meet you, Nico.
It was great to meet you. Guys. See you. Vito, hope to meet you next year at the Cloud Fest in person. Okay?
Definitely, 100%. We'll make that happen.
Okay.
Thanks, Nico.
Bye.
Ciao, Nico.
Bye.
Nice chat. Bye.
All right, so if we're getting back into the content from today, and we lost Andrew. Oh, he's back. Yeah, we got it back here, and we're going to the bottom of this area. And now we can start from the top. So the first session of today was actually us talking about what's going to happen today, and every morning we do this. So tomorrow morning, please join us and to kind of understand what is the plan for every single day. There's really cool stuff every hour. And then right after that, Steph was leading with the GoDaddy team here. Please tell us about this session.
So this is where we had it was sort of a twofer. It was like two small talks in one. It was, oh gosh, Joseph. Yes, Joseph, and I know Adam already. So Joseph did his talk first on their agency program and how you can utilize my key takeaway from Joseph's portion was that they connect agencies with customers, basically with clients. So they've got all of these people. He said it's basically a pool of 22 million potential customers that you can get connected with through their agency program. And, that number,
wow,
kind of like blew the top of my head off. Cause I'm like, that's awesome. I think of, when I think of like the GoDaddy tools, so I think more of what the second half was, which was what Adam Warner was showcasing,
GoDaddy
which
Pro.
Is it's the hub, they call it.
Yes, the hub. Yes,
and it's got. I'm a managed WP user from way back, and GoDaddy purchased them years ago, and has sort of integrated that in. So the functionality. Part of the functionality is very much managed WP within the GoDaddy backend, but some of the other stuff he was showing was really amazing too. Like you can run your business through there basically, where you can send out communication with your clients. You can create invoices. You can build them right through there. You can have automations running. Cool. There's a lot of stuff. And then he did a couple little demo things with their AI, which is called Arrow, which is AIRO, AI Arrow. Right. But I kept thinking he was talking about like a bow and arrow, but it's not. It's AIRO.
It's Arrow. Yeah, it's like air. Yeah.
AI. Yeah. AI. Anyway. So
they just call it Arrow. Don't worry about it. When they talk about it, it's Arrow.
They say Arrow.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, GoDaddy. We'll get this right eventually.
Yeah. They should create a service called Bow, like BEAUX or something, and it'd be like bow and arrow, all spelled completely differently. But anyway, yeah. So super interesting and lovely guys.
Okay. Very cool.
Many people in CloudFest, Vito. We met or I had a little meeting with the guys that are actually developing Arrow, which is really cool. Because they wanted to have my AI perspective on it from way back when, and what they're doing is crazy good. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got to hang out with them as well at our little party that we did on the second day. And yeah, really cool guys, and it looks like they're building some cool stuff. I was asking some hard questions about percentages, activation rate, but I didn't get answers. They were keeping it close.
Yeah,
it is a traded company. They're not going to tell you those things.
Well, I'm just trying to understand the kind of the
landscape. Ask the question. Yeah, I'm trying to understand your business.
Just ask the questions. And then right after the team from GoDaddy, who is our one of our leading sponsors and have been for the past 5 years, so thank you very much for that. We were joined by WP Engine and AmericanEagle.com, which is one of the biggest agencies in the world. WP Engine also,
I love their jeans.
The jeans.
They come in tall sizes, which you'd be surprised how hard that is to find.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, based out of Chicago, I'm always gonna tout Chicago companies.
Yeah, Chicago-based for sure. I think there are around 700 employees at the moment, or something like that. Andrew, you know the number, I think, right?
Yeah, it's 700, and I love the way he just casually said, "Yeah, we're 700 people," and it's it takes amazing. A lot to feed that animal, right? So
yeah,
man, you're not kidding.
They're doing a good job, but it also shows freelancers and smaller agencies that there is that potential for growth, right? So that's where that's at. And for people like that to be interviewed or to be talked, they talk and they tell their story on a platform like this and be available to ask questions to is amazing.
Yeah. It was amazing, and I learned so much just from this one session as I was hosting this in the background. One of the main things that I took away from this is how they're training new team members that are coming on. They have the Eagle Academy, which is a super intense kind of a program. They don't leave anything for chance. It's just like you bring a person even with the required skill, but you still retrain them even on things that may be obvious to them, but just like in a very, very highly particular way, which I really love to see as you scale. This is something that is definitely required more and more. The main focus on culture. We had some really cool questions here on the back of this. How to build culture into companies and kind of different stages of it. That was a really interesting discussion, but also on how to structure these pricing packages for so that you basically come to any conversation that you have with a potential client or an existing client with a menu. I know at my agency that was not the case. For a lot of, we had some that were kind of really structured, like the care plans and stuff. But anything else was like, okay, let's put the thumb up, see how much this client can pay, and choose a price accordingly. So this is definitely a cool way to kind of observing this and making sure that you're planned, because then you can deliver that pitch a lot more effectively when you know what the cost is confidently. So this is really cool.
Scaling requires process, and process helps you scale. And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see. And again, this is live on the replays area. So come on in and watch this one. This was a banger.
Because it's StreamYard, you have to click the what's the link that they have to go to again? We have to go
library, right?
Summit.
What's that?
Summit.adarim.io.
No. I mean the StreamYard link. I'll find it and put it in there so that we can see your name whenever you leave a comment. I'll find it. Give me 2 seconds.
You're talking about right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is for we're broadcasting out the sessions at the beginning and the end. So thank you everyone that is joining us on the open web. All the actual content is inside the Summit platform. So if you're watching from the outside, jump on in, summit.adarim.io. This is really where the action is. This was just day one, and we just covered 3 talks out of everything awesome that happened today. So let's speed it up and move on to the next one here. Which was you, Steph.
Was that Carl Sakis?
With Carl Sakis, yes.
Sakis, yeah. It's Sakis. Like say kiss is how he told me to remember to say it.
Yeah.
Say kiss. And this dude knows his stuff. This one had, I mean, all of them are for different levels of agencies, but for folks who are struggling with scope creep and issues with their clients not respecting their boundaries and things like that, he gave so many actionable tips. And then right here we did a little role play. I got to show him my acting chops. I got to act like a pain in the neck client. And so anyway, so
Did you find that difficult or was that easy?
I think you
got it.
Acting, yeah. So
who won is the question. Who won at the end?
Who won? What do you mean who won? Oh, the client or him? No, he's got his system. He calls it the rock, which is great. Try to understand the reason that they're asking for things, then give them some options and let them choose. And it's when you he and I were talking about it when this clicks with you, you never go back. Like once you can grasp that you can just give people oh sure, we'll adjust the scope if you want to have that extra thing, or too much, oh we'll adjust scope down, or yeah, we'll put that into the next phase. All of those different things that are not difficult to say once you realize that your clients aren't going to go away if you say them. He had, but so especially if you are a little bit newer in your agency, that's one for the replay for sure.
That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. If I'll find my mouse, it disappeared here on all those screens. Okay, there it is. And right after that, maybe you wanna give your perspective on this one, Steph. Continuing as you were the host for this guy.
This guy.
This guy. Who has 2 thumbs and loves to talk about cutting your project time in half? Vito, you're supposed to go, this guy.
This guy.
Come on. This guy. Honestly, I joke around because I've heard this talk many times. This was hands down the best rendition version.
Right.
I don't know. It was really good. There was a few things in there, a few nuggets that I caught. I did not initially catch the naked boob there, the pink boob. I did not see that initially. I didn't catch that, but now I can't unsee it. There it is. Yeah. And she's like, what? Oh, then that's how you feel after
that's art.
I bring it up.
It's called art. Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. And then the next is Andrew after I make a joke, right? It's like, oh God, yeah. So anyway, yeah. From the time that it takes us to actually do the building and the putting together of a website is outrageously shorter than go back a little bit because it's just such a simple chart.
Yeah. This
so easy.
This blog.
I promise if you listen to this talk,
screenshot now.
Yeah. It makes sense if you listen to the talk. It looks a little confusing, but yeah, you can.
It's not that clear. I thought it would be pretty clear. No. So basically, what it is
look at it without the explanation.
Right. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just joking. But yeah, it's really good. So and a great thumbnail if you were here. I like it. So there was a survey too. You know, I mean, some people. I'm not naming names. Some people with 2 thumbs have just made up stats before. You know, but this is actually from a survey that you did of a very specific number. You couldn't have got 13 more people.
Well, we tried to get as many people as we could, you know. But that's what we got. But that's enough. That, like they do election.
You got to remember the time of
less people, you know. Sorry,
what, Andrew?
They do.
They literally do elections.
The time the survey was done. That's a lot of web designers to answer back. I mean, you know, if you see other surveys that, you know, they're getting answers on 60 people and stuff, you know, so yeah, that's a big survey because web designers and freelancers don't answer the questions.
Usually, yeah. Like no, when we gave, we just asked the really genuine questions to people that you know that were close to us in those different groups, and it was really cool to see the opportunity of optimization that we all have within our workflows, which is basically a 6 to 7 times X of the time that it takes you to build anything, which is insane. And so really this is what we're focused at Adorim, and this talk can be applied even without our tool, but with our tool it's just gonna put it over the edge and get you to this area, right?
I liked one of the things I caught that I don't remember from the previous was that when you can just say this should be green or whatever, like it's so much more natural to speak that way, rather than to have to say like the purple button that's halfway down on the first and trying to describe where it is and what it is and all of those things. It's clunky and uncomfortable, and so to be able to just say in 3 words because you've got visuals, I also appreciated that point.
That's good. Yeah, this is kind of connects to how we're trying to lean into that natural way of how people leave feedback to each other, which is those 3 to 5 words. Change this to this, make this green, make this big, make this small, you know, and then provide all the context, wrap everything else as context around it. And by leaning into how humans operate by design, you are much more likely to get the desired result from that human, instead of trying to fit them into this square of send me the screenshot and the URL and this thing and and all those things that we usually have in our canned responses. Just got that realization. Just it's user experience. You just lean into what humans already do instead of try to fit them into something. I love that point. And then I moved on to have a really interesting discussion with. Oh no, sorry, that was later. Oh no, it is here.
That's later. You got to save that.
Yes,
I know what you're going to say.
but I think there's one missing. I don't know. There's one missing here.
Yeah, there is. Hit refresh, Vito. I just got
it's back.
A little birdie told me you should hit refresh.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Very nice. Okay, thank you. So then I spoke to Grade, to Jacob Trost, who is the CTO at Grade, which is an enterprise grade agency, and they also have like a suite of tools for WordPress for scalable projects. And he broke down a full case of a project, exactly how they're approaching this, a massive project with a huge enterprise in Germany. And how they deliver the entire thing with sharing screenshots. And he was like, I wanted to share even more, but everything had to go through legal on that on that client side. So we got to see only the things that he could share. But even that is really deep, as you can see, is literally going into WordPress here on Gutenberg and showing things around, how they edited the thing, the review process. Just so happened they're using Adoram as well for their deliverables.
Oh, it just so happened?
Actually, I didn't know. It was nice to find out through the talk. He was talking about it a lot. It was really cool.
Oh, cool. You really didn't know?
No, I had no idea.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Everything from that, like the systems, really, really interesting. If you want to deep dive into a project to see how they build a huge scalable website system for large scale enterprise, this is the top of the crop, as they say, right?
Top of the crop. I don't know if that's how they say it, but we'll let you know that, Vito.
How I say it. How I said it.
That's how I say it.
Yeah, top of the pops. That's no, that's the after
top of the tree.
The 10:30 at night. Vito is
cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, see, that's why I'm
top of the crop. Whatever.
Your friends with me.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning. Cream of the crop.
And then we dove into
guys.
this one.
Just wait until the Friday wrap up. Like this is how goofy we are now. Wait till Friday afternoon. It's gonna be.
Friday's gonna be huge. I can't wait for Friday. That's gonna be piece de resistance. What are you doing here?
We're back into with Jacoby here for your one session of the day.
One page,
and he almost nailed it.
Yeah.
There's synergy though. One session, one page CRM with Gosha. It was fantastic.
True.
I love the personal touch, taking the CEO bus, caravan, however we want to call it, throughout the UK to actually connect with folks, and talking about what being engaged with your customers means. It's fantastic.
I loved it. I didn't get to hear this one, but I was having my lunch, so I didn't get to hear this one. But except for when I had to pop in and play a video for somebody. But
wow.
You're never gonna hear that. That's it. That's from now until forever.
Yeah. Hold on. We've taken our time to not make fun of Steph and her broken ankle. So.
Mm-hmm. It's fair game. I could take it. Okay. Oh man, why did I not wish us all to break a leg today when we were starting the show? I blew it.
That was a good one. Could have been a good one.
Dang it. Okay. So anyway, I'm interested in this.
Told me to break a leg.
Who did?
Somebody. Who was it? It's I can't remember who asked, but somebody said break a leg.
Okay.
Oh, Peacher sent me a WhatsApp message.
I did.
Said break a
Tell
leg.
her I did.
Yeah. Okay.
So what is the one-page CRM?
It really is. It's like the simplest way to get into that process as a small, medium-sized business, automating some of that workflow. But then what I really appreciate about this, because so much of CRMs these days are just like these, they might as well just be spreadsheets of monstrous garbage data that you fill out forms. Gosha really goes into how to actually engage with and communicate with the folks that interact with your CRM. So I love the human focus of it, and we've already touched on humans throughout the conversation, but this was another great one. Yeah, there it is, the CEO tour, 30 days, 2,400 miles. Come on, everyone, someone do the math.
Really
That's
went. They just really went and met with CEOs.
Wow,
That's so
very
cool.
Yeah.
And they wrapped a truck to do it. Like, that's awesome.
They wrapped the camper, and that's the CEO, Michael, if I recall, Fitzgerald. And yeah, did a tour of the UK, visiting all existing and potential customers. And yeah,
very cool.
brilliant. I love that human touch. We're so focused on how many more thousands of emails we can send out, but these are the things that any small business can do, is just reach out personally.
Just wrap a camper and hit the road.
Well, I gotta tell you, that's what Atarim do. We reach out.
Yeah.
We want to meet people.
I'm so tired of seeing Vito and Andrew. It's unbelievable.
reaching out to you all the time. Constantly
Just sign
reaching
the
out.
deal, Jacoby. Just sign it.
And right after that, I had a very interesting discussion with Rich Table, who is one of the is the product manager at Automatic. And he's building some really cool stuff. But really, this was more of a fireside chat when we were talking about the future of AI from a WordPress perspective and design as a whole. What do we see from our perspectives as people that think about this stuff on a regular basis and play with this stuff on a regular basis? How that kind of applies. So a lot of really cool insights from this one. He definitely opened some new avenues of thoughts for me, and I think I have did the same for him. We're definitely gonna catch up on this after.
I
want
want to catch the replay on this one, but give us a little something. Give us a little nuggy nug from it. And how was the fire hot? Did it get hot in there? Was there sparks flying?
Fireside chat, yeah. The chat was hot, yeah.
The chat was hot, but Rich runs at a very even keel. I mean, I just would love to hear him think, and that's why this conversation is great.
Yes, and that was really the focus. The focus was not about to talk about like there was a few minutes that we talked about like tools and stuff. That was nice, but that will die off in like a week in the way that the space kind of continues. But we try to bring this all the way from 2025 to 2030. With thoughts, experiences of experiments on what will happen in all kinds of different states. Where will Figma go? What will happen to the way that we create product? And one of my thoughts there was that around the product world, product design world, and complex projects are going to go through the same transition as small websites have gone before, which is from the design stage right into the creation stage in the browser. And I think that's pretty likely to happen at this stage. So that puts the entire space at kind of an interesting perspective, because the entire thing is going to shift in that way. We kind of talked about how we're changing UIs. So going from coding to creating rectangles or dragging and dropping, and potentially even talking to it in the near future to make changes in front of us. Very, very interesting. I think if we wanna think about how AI is going to influence the space in the next couple of years.
Well, he's so calm and considerate of what's going on today and what those implications will be in 3 to 5 years. I love hearing him talk any place, anytime.
We were very lucky to get hold of him. James LePage put us in touch with him, so it was great.
Yep.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, was great to see James as well at CloudFest the other week at our
blah blah
shindig.
blah. Everybody bragging about CloudFest. I wasn't there. I get it.
Where were you? You were breaking your foot.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it for today. What do we have coming for tomorrow before we do the quick raffle here? So let's talk about this for a second. If you go to the win $5,000, you're gonna see this form right here. We're gonna be asked to put in your name, your email address, and your website so that we can give you a shout out if you win. And why we're doing this, we're, as I mentioned, we're investing in you. So you can invest in yourself every day for a week. This coming week, just show up, soak up the gold nuggets from every session, as we've kind of just seen from today, and make some connections in the lounge, in the exhibition hall. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in there. And then if you want more prizes, you can even spin those wheels. And for each one of them has really cool stuff going down. I know the WP Engine are giving away a PS5 at their booth. So yeah, go check it out for everyone. There's cool stuff. Yeah, and then tomorrow.
We start going crazy tomorrow.
I'm start talking about this tomorrow, yeah. But I'm just gonna do a quick rundown.
I start going crazy tomorrow.
This is insane. Look at this. Wow. We're gonna kick off with Elemental. And we're going to talk about no code, low code shift with a few folks from well, it's by Elemental, but there's going to be folks from Breezy as well and WP Bakery. So we have a roundup of the page builders here to talk about this this shift, what it means for web design agencies, and then we have Iris, she's the marketing strategist at Progress Planner, previously also at Yoast. And 30 things that people forget when maintaining their sites. It's a really cool new
It's
product.
a lot of things to forget.
There's a bunch of things to forget.
I mean, I'm forgetful, but 30 is a lot things. So
yeah, well, I think we even forget more when.
Yeah, I think that's why it's only 30, given the time constraints. You need Progress Planner to be able to do all 130,000.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then we have a cool panel from folks from Market Guru, Real Time Register, and Sectigo. They're going to be talking about security, data, domains, things like this as a way of upselling through agencies. I think that's really going to be a really cool discussion as agencies are taking more and more into the world of hosting brands, really reselling domains, reselling. We already know that more than 50% of agencies offer hosting services as well. And so that's a really cool shift that we're seeing in the space, and we're going to talk about that here. And then we have Celine from Canva coming to talk about SMB community, how to scale a thriving SMB community. If you're niching down, this is gold. You know, if your agency has a niche around small businesses, you got to come and listen to her about talking about this. She's in charge of community in Canva, so she has a lot of stuff to share around this. And then we have another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hanging out with her there, guys. Anybody want to talk to like a big shot at Canva? Hello, like that's so cool, right? Come ask questions.
Yeah.
Open Q&A on all of these sessions, 100%. And then we have a little bit more about security with some really interesting folks. We have folks from Sucuri, MelaPress, Solid WP, which is used to be called iThemes Security. Now they rebranded to Solid WP. And we have Oliver from PatchStack also joining us here for a really interesting panel around that. And then
that is an interesting panel. And David, scroll up for a second. Do you guys know? Do you know David Johnson at Solid? Yeah, I think we need to have like a head-to-head on the mustache situation with Robert.
Yeah. Well, I'll be moderating
on beard though.
So
yeah,
we'll make that happen.
Gotta get some. Yeah, we got to get. I mean, look at that. I mean, yours looks like a little baby curly Q right now.
This is world class. So.
I mean, look at that guy. He's an awesome dude. I love David.
Cool. And then right after that, Andrew, you're on the panel here with James Webb from Big Scoots, Boris joining from WP Umbrella, and we have Mark again from Grade, the CEO this time, and Andrew from Adarim. You have a title as well. Why is it just Adarim? What is that?
I didn't.
Big
I don't
Scoop,
build the website.
another Chicago hosting company. I'm just going to keep touting Chicago as the next tech epicenter of the
I'm
universe.
seeing Big
title
Scoops
is
more and more and more.
My title is Customer
Title.
Success Agencies. So whoever built this page needs to learn that.
See, Dave is joining on the chat.
This is replicating a happy accident where Vito couldn't make the panel, and I got like 1 minute's notice to appear on this panel, so we're replicating it. And then of course Aurelio couldn't make it, so Boris is coming. So it's still WP Umbrella, but it's basically the same panel we did at Cloudfest, just to name drop.
The worst part is I have to host this nonsense.
Chaos to control. Let's see if you can rein the chaos there.
Rein Andrew in.
Yeah.
I have the mute button.
So what we're going to be talking, or what you guys are going to be talking about here, is mostly about the tool stack that is going to help those agencies that want to reach into the enterprise understand what is required by those larger organizations. So it's a really cool topic to see if you want to nail big contracts. And then after that, this is something that I'm looking forward to a lot. Which is Vitaly Friedman here. He's the founder and editor-in-chief of Smashing Magazine, which is one of the biggest, most influential magazines in the design space.
This one's like it's huge. Yeah,
it's huge. This one is huge. Really excited to hear what he has to say about throughout his keynote here. And this it's just one of those things, seeing the Smashing Magazine logo here. When I first started building sites and started my own agency more than a decade ago, this is where I went to learn some stuff. So it's really cool to see that coming into the event. Really exciting. And then right after that, we have Maurice Cherry.
I'm gonna go with Cherry. I'm gonna verify it.
Okay. That's cool. We'll find out tomorrow.
And Maurice, though, it could go either
Maurice.
way.
But... Yeah. We'll find out tomorrow for sure. And who's hosting this? I think it's you, Steph. No,
I think it's Jacoby. Yeah,
Jacoby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Creative Insights.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Maurice is one of the bigger influencers in the design space. So definitely want to keep an eye for. He's gonna give a really cool session here from everything that he learned running his own agency, but also as a podcaster, and being the designer for a very long time. This is like we have a nice fireside chat with Jacoby, with Robert here throughout this one, and then we're gonna wrap up the day with Stellar WP with Ben, sustainable support for your web agency. So, Steph, do you want to tell us
Ben Meredith is this dude is hilarious. I worked with him for a little while, and he's a super funny guy. So I'm looking forward to hanging out and joking around with him for a little bit. And he is really good at his job, really good. I mean, they take support very seriously at Stellar, and the way they continue to improve and to train, and I mean, being able to see it from inside, it was very impressive. And he's actually written a book on it even, so it'll be really cool.
Wow. Yeah, very cool. And right after that is gonna be a daily roundup, just like now. And we're even gonna cut it a little short. Let's see if the people that are gonna win the person that's gonna win the raffle is still here on the chat with us. We might need to draw a few names before we find the actual winner.
Can I pick it? How do I do it?
Yes, you can. Oh no, you can't actually, because you need access to the Gravity Forum entries and the thing that I use here to randomize it. But what we can do, or what we need to do, is post the name straight away. Okay, it's the first one. So bear with me for a second. and we're gonna post the name in the live chat because there is a bit of a latency to the video call that we are on right now. So in order for us to get that answer as quickly as possible, so I'm just gonna choose one here, and I chose. Yeah. So this is gonna be Allison Manley. I'm gonna post the name here.
I still think we should spin Vito around, and he has to just.
I agree. I agree.
He could play a bit of lead guitar.
That's
I
right.
don't. I
Like,
don't see it in the live chat.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
I
I'm
posted it. It took me a while to copy the name, and I just wrote the name with no context whatsoever.
It's just-
For the name.
Great.
The winner of $500. Again, this is the first time we're live here. The winner of $500 for is
It's like your microphone is inside your keyboard, kind of.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
hey, Alison is here. Alison. So
She's here.
congratulations, she is here. Congratulations, you just won $500.
Good job.
That's awesome. And I'm gonna share the website here. So let me share my screen.
Oh, I forgot. I have these fun things. Here we go.
Okay,
Wait,
thought I was sharing
It's
it
amazing.
before. Yeah, very, very cool.
Look, she's here.
So this is Allison's website. The business is called Ingenious. Pretty cool looking site right here. Based
Nice.
out of, we'll see in the footer, right? Yes, based out of Washington? No, Washington Street. I don't know where
Greenville,
that is.
South Carolina.
Greenville, South Carolina.
South Kakalaki. That's right down the street from me. We're like an hour
It-
apart.
it is.
I'm in Charlotte. Hit me up, girl.
Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, congratulations. This is the first one that we're doing, and it's very exciting.
the name
Maybe
again?
tomorrow. Sorry,
What's her name again?
Ellison.
Ellison. Ellison. It's in the chat.
Oh, Ellison. Okay, gotcha. I don't have it, but okay.
Yeah, we might find her
Anyway,
even here.
awesome. Congrats,
There
Ellison.
she is.
And
Awesome.
let's stuff. Oh, there she is.
Very cool. Yeah, no relation to Chris, despite having worked here almost as long as him, designed this beautiful functional website. Once your website's framework has been decided and the content has been written, it falls into Allison's capable hands, where it is brought to life in stunning color and user-friendly functionality. Very, very cool. Congratulations, Allison. And yeah, we're going to do this every day for the rest of the event. So very
Amazing.
cool.
I like it.
Amazing. I wonder where my wages went. Cool.
Allison celebrating here on the chat with a Yahoo. That's great.
I don't know why I can't see the chat. I feel
It takes. It has to. You have to
You've got
reload
log
it.
in on your channel. It's a nuisance. It's just the way it is.
Anyway, what a great day,
Let's wrap
huh?
it up.
Brilliant.
Yeah, amazing first
One
day.
thing I do want to say, one thing that we haven't done,
Uh-oh.
one thing that we haven't done. Because I'm in the Atherin booth and I'm in the networking lounges, and you can see where I am around the place, and I go around and visit everybody in their own booths as well. I really do think that it's a great idea between sessions, after you've finished asking your questions and getting your answers and everything, you've probably got about 10 or 15 minutes. Just pop in and support the sponsors. Without them, we couldn't be doing this, right? So go into the booth, say hi, try and see what they're all about, and that's what I've been doing all day and visiting with people, because without these guys,
What
and
did you
girls,
win, Andrew? What have you won?
we're excluded. It's family members and employees of Atherin can't enter the competitions, which is a bit annoying, frankly, because I
Not
want
neither
a
of those
PS5. I've
things.
never had one.
Yeah.
I want the
excluded.
iPad.
I feel like they'd take your email address anyway. That's
They might.
I think Steph, we should.
I've got a few. I might use a couple of old ones that I've got, But yeah, but no, go into the booze, the networking lounge. People are popping into the networking lounge and thinking that it's one-on-ones. Don't pop in. Everybody's welcome. Stay in there. Doesn't matter whether people are talking. Just join in, and they'll welcome
Water's
you to the
just
networking
fine. Come on in.
Oh yeah, hang out, enjoy. You're rarely going to get an opportunity to get that kind of connection with folks.
Exactly right. Yeah. Exactly right.
It's really cool.
Tomorrow, I'd like to see more people in the networking lounge and in the booth.
Awesome. I definitely support that. And
see you tomorrow. Somebody give me a wake-up call. It's going to be an early one.
It's going to be an early one for sure. But that's what we're here for the entire week. Make sure you join in if you haven't joined so far. Summit.adarim.io. Congratulations to Ellison. Our team is going to be in touch with you in the coming day, and we're going to make sure that that we're going to keep doing this every evening. So come and join us, and it's going to be a party. Thank you. Thanks everyone here for joining us.
Day one down.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye.